Alright, how's it going, guys? We're back at it with another Destiny 2 video. And today's video is actually going to be a little bit longer than the pre-recorded ones that I usually put out, just because some things came up, and unfortunately I can't make my stream time at the time that, well, if you were following me, this would be up at, because I did say before that I would try my best to try to make every reset, but as of right now, I'm actually traveling, and I have some plans set up. So unfortunately, I cannot stream. So I am recording this the night before, just so I have some footage, and also it kind of works out better because I wanted to have a short little. Well, not short, but like a little session of just my thought process and what I kind of go through when I am hunting down Lord of Wolves users, because as we all know, it's kind of oppressive right now, but I'm here to tell you that close range doesn't have to just belong to them. You can fight it if you play smart, and that is what we're going to try to do today. I'm going to be, actually I'm going to swap this because I want my dodge back as soon as possible, so I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'm going to stick with, well, actually I think Arc Bolt will be a strong pick for today, and I'm going to be using Dragon Shadow as well as all the relevant gear for my fusion rifle, which is the good old Wizen Rebuke, and we're going to be rocking Cerberus +1. If you saw my last video, then odds are you know that this is pretty much my go-to for that mid-range tempo kind of gameplay that we are looking for, particularly versus Lord of Wolves. And since those are what we're hunting for today, since we are going wolf hunting today, I figured why not put on a wolf hunting loadout. So let's see. Grab A immediately. Not seeing any red over there, so it's probably. Let's just get some shots in right there. There's a guy upstairs. Oh, Jiminy Jerlickers. That's right. I don't have a throwing knife. I literally just switched right before the match. That one's on me. Let's get what's happening around the map. It looks like those two folks are staying together. Actually, never mind. One of them just got picked off. Someone's going to be right there. No, going downstairs. There he is. Hunting wolves. Dang it, man. Well, if anything, respect for using Gnora's axe instead of Lord of Wolves. That's actually one of the shotguns that I've been hunting for. I recently got an Imperial Decree that I'm really happy with. However, oh, hello. Another one. Come on. This guy's right behind me. Oh, jeez. Oh, perfect. We helped play into that. But I recently got a Imperial Decree with a Feeding Frenzy and Trench Barrel that I actually really like. And I've been thinking of using that, but I just don't know what occasion. Oh, my. Thank you for the assistance, teammate. Will prevent. Oh, jeez. There it is. I really botched my slide right there. I didn't take into account the increased slide distance that I would be getting from Wraith Metal Mail. But let's throw down. Sir? I'm going to be taking your life. And hopefully this guy's.
You're pulling ahead.
Oh, jeez. Mindbender's efficient. Interesting. So at the very least, it's not all just wolves. I think I spotted like 2 earlier, so let's try to keep a bit of our distance. This is mostly a close range loadout, but of course we want to keep a healthy medium distance in order to maintain our lives and our sanity. Okay, that guy did not have it on. That guy's an Austringer. I was hoping I could bust both of my shots before. I am actually using the wrong grenade launcher right now. Whew. Catching myself off guard tonight.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
Thankfully, my my distraction on their zone. Oh, nice. My distraction on their zone helped us cap B. Or at least that's what I'm gonna tell myself, and hopefully that's. I'll speak truth to. I'll speak my thoughts into truth. I hear the Ganora's axe over there. And we got Yite. That is a friendly Nova. Was that Storm Trance unfriendly? It probably was, because we see that we have a fully charged one. We gotta worry about something soon. Okay.
Zone B lost.
And today, sir. No, stop it. Okay. Oh, good golly. No, not from that range. Thank you. Good golly, how many supers can we run into today? What will we roll up next? Excuse me, sir. I need you to die. Thank you. Didn't see me. Let's stay in this area, because I do want B. And also, there's a bunch of orbs over here. No. That's how many supers now? Jeez. Jeez. Let's stay on this zone. We'll hold it down. No.
You captured Zone B. You have the advantage. Press on.
Looks like we're having a pretty good streak here. It's not a matter of volume, but a matter of denied opportunity. Oh, Jiminy Jerlikers. Mindbender's ambition. Yeah, I really got to keep an eye out for that guy. I pushed way too aggressively. I wanted to get back on B as soon as possible. I thought he was still going to be hung up. Oh man, I totally missed my drag there. I thought he was going to be hung up on the stairs there, but that was not the case. I think he landed 4 perfect headshots right there, so good on him. Either that or 3 headshots in a body. I can't remember what the exact damage numbers are for the fixed odds, but I do know that it hits like a dump truck. No.
You've extended your lead. I'm not surprised.
There's someone on the bottom of these stairs. Might be waiting for the grenade charge. Actually, okay, we see a wolf coming towards us. Not today. Ooh, thanks for the backup, guy. Let me get your back. Perfect. Nope.
You make an excellent scout.
Can't challenge me from that range, Ace. Sorry about it. If I had a nade there, it would have been perfect. Can't tell if that guy was bagging or trying to dodge. Probably trying to dodge is what I'm going to tell myself.
Don't let up.
They are staggering.
3 minutes remain.
And you know what?
And you have them.
They had a bunch of wolves, they had a bunch of supers, and they got denied out of both.
Well fought.
Actually, that's a bit of a lie because they did land a couple of Lord of Wolves kills on us. But you know what? We take those. So let's see what the spread looks like. And it looks like we actually pulled some pretty good damage for our team there. All of us above 5 digits, which is always a good thing. Let's see. Thoughts. I I think, as I said before, with the guy catching me off guard going into the building, I think just keeping in mind our close range fights. Um, just because we are hunting for close range fighters doesn't mean we have to necessarily pursue into their areas. Cerberus and Wizened Rebuke really lend themselves well to a passive-aggressive type of gameplay, with more of a, in my opinion, more of an emphasis on aggressive. So what that sort of translates to is more of a pursuit and retreat kind of mentality, rather than a bait and lure kind of mentality that one would generally go for with something a bit more long range. I know a lot of folks who use Last Word and Sniper generally like to use that loadout because of the reactive capabilities of a Last Word when someone is pushing close to point blank range. And by point blank, I do mean shotgun ranges, just so I'm being clear here. So when we're talking about mid-range, we're talking about more or less the sweet spot of Ace of Spades. We're talking about the sweet spot of Bygones. Although right now a lot of pulse rifles are punching kind of out of their weight class, we can leverage the high impact, and I guess what's also really working for us is the light advantages that we're getting right now from Iron Banner. We can leverage those into really hitting heavily outside of our intended ranges here, seeing as how we actually hit 47s on the guy on the ledge, the hunter on the ledge with the Ace of Spades, from jumping right before he dipped into cover. So keeping that in mind, definitely just trying to, I think we can afford to go for some ballsier fusion rifle kills, and we'll try to keep trucking onwards with that sort of mentality. I think staying around cover. I played a little bit recklessly during that last match, just trying too hard to put in more damage, and I think it's a good, like I've said before, it's always a good mentality to just put in damage when you can. But if you are overly focused on doing that, you end up surrendering easy kills that don't end up really benefiting the team as a whole. Which is why I would like to assume that me assaulting their base and their spawn helped us gain tempo on B for us to actually capture it midway through that match. That was a really solid turning point for our team when and then coming off of spawn, being able to fusion rifle down that Nova Warp, as well as the couple of those supers that we encountered back there. That was really helpful for us in the long run. So moving onwards into Convergence, I used to call this map League of Legends, or LOL, just because you always have the top, medium, and bottom, and the jungle being, the stairways in between with the bridge, and also the you've got the sniper alleyway up top and the sniper hallway in the middle with a big courtyard and the cube. So let's see if our map knowledge will transfer over into this match.
You captured Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone A.
Someone's on there. 52s. So we're definitely hitting harder than... Ooh. Dip out. That was a fusion rifle that I saw. Someone's on heavy. It is a Gnora's X. You can't land an accurate enough shot in that short amount of time. He was trying to adjust as I was assaulting. I'm hearing a Might multi-tool across the map. Let's come over, try to provide some suppressing fire. Oof. Okay. So I'm not 100% sure. I think I definitely had some help on that kill there, because that was an incredibly short time to kill. Way too short for it to have just been Cerberus. So definitely gotta rein back our expectations for that. Can't expect to always get that kind of damage output. Even if it was just a solo, it might have been that he happened to be lower light than us, at which time we can't really depend on that always happening and always being the case. I think I heard 5 bolts coming out of that Arc Soul, so that might be a Getaway Artist user. Getaway Artist with Fusion Rifle. He's either running ooh, I didn't see how much damage I put on him, but okay, get that damage off of me. Thank you for finishing him off, team. Let's see. Let's make our way back over here. Lay down some suppressing fire. Wise in Rebuke? Oh, it is. And he's max light. Okay. So I was under the assumption that he was lower light level, which is why he's playing so reserved. But it just turns out that I think he's just trying to net art kills or just trying to farm kills in general. Perhaps even maybe trying to just hey, stop. Oh jeez. Nice movement from Latin. He was actually a top slayer for their team for the team in our last match, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or it's just an optics thing where I noticed his username more because it's so short and sweet. Good golly gosh. Well, at least there's that. Dustrock Blues and Trust, if I'm not mistaken. So that's someone to keep an eye out for. Still a very viable loadout. Sir? You're not going to be able to get any sort of consistent damage output with a sniper unless you get real lucky on that. Oh, Jiminy Jerlikers. Latin! My guy. We're repping last season's comp loadout pretty much. Since Luna got hit with a nerf, he's using a Trust, which, you know, is smart. 180s are still very consistent. I think it's well worth to sacrifice possible time to kill. Oh, good golly. Thank you so much, team. I'm going to pay off your kindness. Oh! Okay. Really don't know what happened there. But we got Latin to pull his super. Let's see if we can leverage our momentum here. Sir. Lost him in the sauce, and teammate was able to finish him off. Unfortunately, they got us, but you know what? That's fine. And that emblem is actually from buying the Grimoire, so good on you, man. Fellow lore appreciator, or admirer, I guess. Well, we really need this B, though. Yes! Just as I said it. Thank you so much, team. Appreciate y'all. No. Nope. Sorry. That was void, so it's probably either... No, it's probably an air until. Probably, definitely an air until. So they should have... Okay, so they have 2 supers. We might be able to force them into using a couple here. Let's give some cover fire to our buddy. Excuse me, sir. Gonna have to say no on that. Okay, so there's one of the supers. Let's see if we can bake. Come on. I'll take it.
Zone A captured. Opponent claims Zone C. Opponent claims Zone B.
Oh, good golly! If that charge went off as I was even though I was jumping, oh man. I don't know how they capped a B already, but good on them for whipping it around on us.
You've lost the lead.
And of course, there's a super that lasts forever. You really gonna live forever? Yes, yes, actually. Oof, Storm Chance, that's gonna be hard for those two to deal with. Hopefully we can get this cap before they do.
You captured Zone C. 2 zones are yours.
Nope. Oh my god.
Zone A lost.
I'll take that.
3 minutes left.
We just need to be able to move out of spawn, and we can't do that if someone's oppressing us, because being a bunch of blueberries with no coordination whatsoever, it's really easy for any given team to kind of fall into the trap of just sitting in a safe area because it's familiar and safe. Nope. Oh, good golly. That was a bunch of shots wasted for him, actually, though. So we'll see if we can leverage that into something more. I want to be able to give my teammates the orbs they need to get their supers back up. There's a couple of orbs here. There's another Nova Bomb. Hopefully we get... Nope. No picks off with that. Grab this.
Captured Zone B. Zone
Heavy is our
advantage
priority right
yours.
now. We just need to keep it out of their hands. Oof. Absolute. He's trying to cap it, please. Oh, good golly. Yep. I think that's the death toll. Death null. Null? The toll of the bells. Unless we can leverage this. Yep. Nope. I should have gone around for B. Oh wow. If we can hold on to this last, I would be genuinely impressed.
1 minute remains. You captured Zone B.
Grab
2
this.
zones are yours.
Stop it. No one can die. Oh man. Close. Close but no cigar. Wow, that actually, wow. Let's see, how do we do? Not too shabby. I'm curious as to why the damage output showed up last match, but not this one. But no, props to Latin. He was definitely playing to his loadout's strengths. I think yeah, no, getting the team stuck in that hallway. He was suppressing it with shotgun and trip mine. He was able to net like 2 kills off of that, and really stop momentum in that one lane altogether. And I think there was like 4 of us trying to squeeze our way through there. And there were multiple plays that he made that were like that throughout. But no, yeah, definitely a good player. I want to try matching up with him again and hopefully have a better result there. I'm lucky that he's a lower light than me, because otherwise, oh boy, getting the full range of motion out of that Dust Rock Blues would be a very rough contender for us. Even though we are trying to hunt after Lord of Wolves users, one of the things that I catch myself doing is really trying to prey upon the more sheepish shotgunners who have spontaneous bursts of courage, of dumb courage, really. But when it comes to really smart shotgunners, you know, it's one of those situations where it's a wolf hiding in sheep's clothing, you know, kind of deal, where there's 6 blueberries and 1 good guy hiding in between them, you know, jumping around, staying light on his feet and really picking off people, using his team as leverage to really bait out and kill everybody else. So, you know, when it comes to good shotgunners, keep an eye out, definitely, because they are wily creatures, those shotgunners. But in any case, if anything, that should be our model for the night, our role model for the night. You know what, Latin? I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, but respect the way you play. And you know what? This next match is for you, bud. I don't think we're gonna change anything about our loadout, though. I was, however, considering switching here because we're already getting our dodge back pretty quickly. It wasn't like we were spamming it all too often, anyways. As much as I would with a fighting lion loadout. So I think moving into this next one, we'll use the pole dancer, the whirling pole dancer subclass tree, and see if we can use that to our advantage to really pivot around. Because I found that any kind of any kind of super that can leverage
Iron Banner,
you know, accumulating aggro from the opposite team is really beneficial in the long run of the timeline of the match. And one of the supers that I think hasn't gotten enough recognition in that sort of respect is the whatchamacallit, the well of Radiance. Just because you know, when we're talking about trying to leverage tempo, when you lay down a well, like it's a big announcement to everybody, and you're not always thinking about how to save someone on the bottom lane. Oh, good golly. Yes, on you, and finished off. Okay, wanted to save someone downstairs from getting sniped, and luckily was able to put up enough damage for him to get finished off. But yeah, when we're talking about tempo and tempo loss, really, what we're talking about is sending out an announcement and really baiting people into where you want to go. Just because a lot of times, ooh, good golly, a lot of times people aren't necessarily considering. Excuse me. People aren't necessarily considering, you know, if other teammates are going to be focusing on, you know, a super or not, or how many other teammates should be delegated. That's really a luxury that's reserved for teams of 6. Wow, that was a reach. Sir. Was not reloaded there. Could have probably gotten that, but you know what? We're fine with it. Oh, good job. Oh, wow. Nice. Enough suppressive fire. They do have a team of 3, though. So they are going to have somewhat of that coordination. Whoever bumped into me, you saved my life. I'm going to use that tempo to come back. Excuse me, sir. Blood will have blood. That's a wolf. Come here. Oh, wasn't able to put in any damage, but having a big flaming torch in front of you is one surefire way of accumulating hate from the lobby, and by hate I mean aggro. Which is not something you want to be accumulating without without some sort of armor. Anyway, overshield, armor, anything. Oh, and a Rune of Desire, finally. They drop so rarely for me. But, oh man. Yeah, we got really lucky a couple of times that match. Just stayed alive. Just stayed alive. That's, you know, sometimes that's the best you can do and the most that anyone can ask from you, but oh boy does it help when you just stay alive. Can't say that was all completely thanks to me and my practice. Definitely whoever bumped into me, oh man, saved my life from getting sniped. At the very least, like that was possibly a lot of damage coming our way right there, even though there was like a ton of us coming out of that friggin' toilet bowl. But let's see here. Let's see what our drops are actually. And we did get this from Daily Crucible, I believe. Anything interesting? No, not so much. Wait, what was the scavenger finder? Yeah, not that impressive. Do we have anything we want to infuse into? Just get rid of that. I might hold on to this for this. Or this. Yeah. I'll let it sit in the inventory and ruminate on it for a little bit. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. 2 teams of 2. Shouldn't be too bad. I actually had a match earlier against a team of 6, and boy was it a blowout. But thank the stars, they didn't have any. I think there was like 1 Lord of Wolves user on their team, and honestly, it isn't. At least in my experience, it hasn't been as widespread as some people are reporting on PC. But that's also due to the fact that I'm really not online during like high traffic hours when a lot of the younger crowd are online. As of right now, it's actually 1:40 in the morning. So just keeping in mind the folks that we are going to be running into, if they are close by, which hopefully they are. They're part of the older crowd, and hopefully not using the salt launcher or the wolf, whatever you want to call it. But if they are, I'm wondering how they're dealing with the recoil.
Captured Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone A.
Armed and dangerous. Good for you, Girthy Potate. Excuse me, sir. I don't appreciate you launching mosquitoes at me. Ooh, you didn't hear me. Oh boy, oh boy. I definitely thought that was going to be a double, but I think he killed me partway through my burst, so that probably ended the charge prematurely and prevented me from getting the second guy behind it. Let's not. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna bump my head on the ceiling. Oh, and there's a dude coming up. I guess I saved myself, but then that leaves our zone open though. It might be a charged recluse. Nope. Mine kills faster. Sorry. Oh, good golly. Subtle calamity. Good for you, man.
Zone C lost. Zone B captured.
Definitely not the place we want to be in right now. We can expect that the Subtle Calamity guy is going to be playing back and playing a bit more shaky than the others are. That ringing nail is definitely going to be a problem for some of the guys on our fire team. Just because, let's see. Just because a lot of folks are tending towards precision weapons, in the rare case bows, but in most cases hand cannons. And boy, does sustained damage really just ruin your aiming. Which is why pulse rifles and auto rifles are so handy right now. Let's not rush it. Hunting. Shit. There's a wolf. Wolfpack is his name. You gotta keep that in mind. We lost C, so they're probably not spawning on A. For as badly as we're playing this match, we're actually really close in score. He's gonna be coming our way. Aim high. Ran out. I'll take that. 49s on a fellow 747? I know for sure I'm not higher than him, so that can't be why that exchange led to so much damage. I think we're just... This is probably going to feed right here, but we do have Seeker, so we have this in our back pocket. Oh, good God. Oh, Burning Maul, I believe in you. Nice. Succeed where I failed. Not today, sir. Sorry about it.
Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours.
Wow. An actual ability kill. I must say, I've been making very shitty use of my grenades and grenades and melees at least. I don't think I've killed anyone at all with the sliding melee yet.
Like a line of thralls.
Sir? Actually, I'm more
pulling ahead.
More concerned about that guy. Recluse right behind me. Oof. 249s. I thought for sure I would at least get the third off and get him into lethal. But at the very least, they chased me all the way to the back. Teammate was able to follow up and capture the zone. Now we just got to make sure that he stays alive. Okay. Awesome. We're all spawning here, so I'm thinking they're either... Nope. Yeah, I'm hearing them on A side. What's up, sir? Lost in the sauce. Thank you for your donation. Someone's on heavy. No.
They've fallen further behind your lead.
Okay. Bought us some tempo right there.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
C is now being assaulted, so I think that's our best bet. It's being pinched from 2 sides. Support is trying to come from B, so let's try to head them off. No, they're going to A. Okay. We'll make our way over to C. Actually, no, it looks like they're clear there. Spawning B still. So as they jump over, I'm going to try to... There we go.
Zone A lost.
A little bit of support damage there. Good golly, that is... that can't be a hand cannon. It sounds like a distant relations. But he's rocking Lord of Wolves. So what is in the primary slot that shoots that fast? Guess we'll have to find out after. Hello, sir. That was unlucky.
Zone A captured. The hunt
Bought
is
ourselves
on.
some time at the very least. No. I'll take that. No. You think you're gonna shotgun me from that range, my guy? I'm so sorry. Oh, wow. He was waiting for it. Revoker. Okay. I can't even legend. I can't either, man. And you know what? Don't gotta worry about it.
Zone
Man,
B
we were really able to pull this around though. Or not so much pull it around as we did pull ahead. We pulled ahead pretty hard.
The battlefield is yours. Finish it.
Making our way over here. Looks like got a bunch of teammates here, so probably spawning B, which is where the super is coming from. See if we can shoot him out of the sky. Landed some shots. Got a free Oathkeeper from my trouble. Let's see what the spread comes out to be. Oh! We did better than I thought we did. And... oh wow. Sorry to X-Rust. Because you, sir, pulled your weight. Definitely pulled your weight with your captures. But unfortunately didn't have quite as much luck with your teammates. Teammates weren't quite as lucky. I think right there we did a better job of luring. Or at the very least, like I have that moment of killing the recluse at the end of the hallway, or laying down heavy damage on the recluse at the end of the hallway, and luring the guy around to the back of the hotel building while a teammate flew over to C. I think that was that interaction, I would say, was a net positive. I guess moving into this one being more conscious of our health. I'm surprised none of those golden gun shots reflected back at the guy, but I think it was mentioned somewhere before that in order to reflect, you really want to do a short hop, if I'm not mistaken, because otherwise it just doesn't reflect properly, or at least that's what I've heard so far. But yeah, so let's just keep that in mind. And also, we haven't really killed anyone with our heavy melee attack yet. So I think so being evasive is our big focus for this match. And I think a side goal of landing one kill with the heavy melee attack would be very nice. And it also adds a little bit of versatility to our kit, just because with Cerberus, if you're in close range, you don't really have to worry so much about, you know, mid-air accuracy, just because you just want to get damage down. And also the little jump that you get off of doing the heavy melee gives you enough air to then double jump into Wise and Rebuke, and enough air to actually whoop someone down from I would say a reasonable distance away, as long as you have an Icarus Icarus grip, that is. But we're loading into our last match of the night. I just want to, ahead of time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've been getting a lot more viewers than usual lately, and I must say I appreciate each and every one of you for checking me out. I know I'm not the biggest YouTuber or the best at what I do, but man, I I really hope you guys are entertained by my gameplay. And as we move into this next one, you know, just keeping in mind what I, you know, personally need to work on to really enhance my gameplay, and hopefully that translates over into, you know, what you guys can apply to your gameplay at home. And that's what, you know, that's what my videos are all about, really, just providing a sort of example, whether a good example or a bad example, just an example. In any case, Retribution, one of my favorite maps actually, before they opened those big double doors to be
Iron Banner.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say there, just because this was one of my favorite maps for using Fighting Lion, and this was usually like an automatic Fighting Lion map all the way. But that's not what we're gonna do, because today
Captured Zone A.
we're hunting wolves.
Zone C.
Oh, good golly. Damage downrange, but there was someone on the left side. They are getting position on us. Good golly.
Opponent claims Zone B. Zone C captured.
One thing I like doing with a novice fusion rifle users is dipping into cover as soon as excuse me.
Well fought, Hunter. The lead is yours.
Oh my. Oh! Ow. When did you get there? Let's see here. Let's make our way back over through B, but I want to do it from the outside. So you're not going to expect this. At least if this guy is just... Oh boy. Nope.
You've extended your lead.
Nice.
I'm not surprised.
And we get an orb to refresh our regen. I will hold this zone. Don't worry about it, guys.
Zone C lost.
It'll be interesting if they're still spotting at C.
Zone advantage is yours.
I mean, someone's getting down. Oh, someone died. So it looks like some are still there. Okay, we saw a blip on our radar over here, so either they ran away or more likely. Thanks for yeeting me away. Oof. He went the other direction. Interesting choice, my man. Oh, good golly. Rounded that corner just in time to land a shoddy shot. I was expecting that that Dawnblade to come my way. Could have shredded his shield off and gotten a teammate to really finish him.
Zone B lost.
Oh, good God! I should have kept the shield up. Dang it! And now my team's acting all timid. That's the last thing we want to see. Alright, well if they're playing timid, I'm playing timid. That buys us some courage. Show you guys what I mean later. No. That buys us courage. So we saw two of their higher killing Oh, good golly! I thought I would have a dodge there, but we saw two of their higher damaging players go through that hallway, and as I say higher damaging, I mean higher slay count. Going through that hallway, shutting them down in the same hallway, preventing them from pushing into our spawn. Really buys us at least that little bit of breathing room in order to push into the zone. Because if anyone will give you the zone, you take it. They give you an inch, you take a mile, all the time, every time. Sir, I need ability kills, please. I don't think that counts as my ability kill. I'm trying to get this done before Iron Banner ends. I'm so far off my ability kills. I have too much fun just using guns. Ironic, no?
Zone C lost. The hunt is on. This is your fight well.
Okay. Well, he wasted ammo, so at least there's that. He also wasted tempo because he could have sped by us, but no, he chose to stick around.
Let the wolves rest. The hunt is over. Zone A captured. Opponent claims Zone B.
Stop it. Oh, good God. We got someone rage quitting on our team. Couldn't handle the heat? Question mark?
Zone C.
Sometimes I forget that. What? Was I really that weak? Huh. Anyways, sometimes I forget how persistent the tracking is on skip nades. Excuse me, sir. That guy must be a Shinobu's user. Oh, good golly. Spare rations. See, yeah, that's one thing. So what our blueberry did right there was just he laid into that trigger too hard, and it's just something you cannot do, absolutely cannot do, when you are using a fusion rifle. Just because you need to be tender with that trigger sometimes. Come on. The smartest bet would be to grab this zone. Okay. Oh, they're super close to dub.
Captured Zone B. 2 zones are yours.
That might be it. I just need a couple. I think they wanted to wait out. I think they waited out the supers purposefully.
Excellent scout.
Let's support super. Oh, wow. Did not expect him to have Epicurean. Really did not expect him to have Epicurean. Even though I pre-charged, he beat me. That's one thing about the Epicurean that I really admire. And folks who really stick with it, as well as main ingredient, is just that a lot of the heavier fusion rifles, like Wizened Rebuke and Aaron Till, are certainly gaining popularity nowadays, just because of how far they can really reach. But I think that there's a great deal of value in using a lighter fusion just because it's so reactive. You need to be so much more on point with your placement. And it's just, you know, it's the best fusion counter in my opinion. The best counter to fusion is another fusion. Just because, you know, snipers, even with Icarus grip, you can't get the same kind of accuracy that you can get out of you can't get the same mileage out of sniper that you can out of a fusion. But at the very like that's my opinion though. I mean, like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe the fusion rifle nerd should just shut up about things he knows absolutely nothing about. But at least from my experience, you know, I've always felt that you can get more mileage out of a fusion rifle in midair than you can with a sniper rifle, just because, you know, you can land a couple of bolts, but if you miss a snipe, you miss the whole snipe. But yeah, with that being said, you know, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this isn't the reset stream that I promised. We will be back on schedule next week. But I would like to say that I appreciate your view, regardless of whether this is your first view or your first video or your fifth video of mine. I'm so glad you're here. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoy my content. Subscribe if you would like to see more of what I do. And let all of that fall to the wayside if you didn't like my content. That's totally fine, man. You know, if you've reached the post credits, and I appreciate you for sitting in your theater seat and hanging out with me for today. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and I hope my scrubbery leads to your victory. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace out.